Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Blazekiller, and today we are back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all how to increase your data size in Lumber Tycoon 2. Now, your data size, just jumping straight into this, is pretty much the amount of items and structures on your base. And as you increase your items and structures, so will your data size increase. Now, loading sizes depend on your data size, so that when you increase your data size, it will take longer to load. It will also create some lag for the server. Now, what are some uses of increasing your data size? You see mine is 3 here, and you can go all the way up to 20. If you go past 20, then your base will, experience some corruption, so I wouldn't really risk that. But as you increase your data size, again, there's greater lag, and that greater lag can be useful for some people when they're performing glitches or exploitation glitches. To give you just a brief example here, when I was duplicating wood back in the day, I would make a laggy base by increasing my data size and also using some strategies of making a laggy base. I'll show you guys how to do that in a second. And that would really enable me to duplicate items in the first place. So those are some uses. Let's just jump straight into this though. So as I mentioned, data size is the amount of structures and items on your base. So increasing those structures such as, filled blueprints and cars and, sawmills. You have here the chop saw, and there's a variety of other options. But something unique is that back in the day, when I was, trying to increase my data size, I made a few videos about 6 years ago. The tutorial involved in placing just blueprints. That was the easiest way back in the day. But according to a change that was made about 2017 here, there's only 30 blueprints will save. It says at the top there. That means only 30 unfilled blueprints will save. So you can only place 30 of these guys, or any kind of these blueprints for that matter, before they'll start deleting. Meaning that you have to actually fill the blueprints if you want any results to show. So what are some consequences of that? Well, some opportunities for you to increase your data size involve, making a shop, for instance. A shop is a great way to increase your data size because not only are you placing structures, that is, fill the blueprints, but you also have a whole bunch of loose items. Remember, items are one of those things that increase your data size. So whether you have boxed or unboxed axes or presents, consider making a shop. You can consider making a house for yourself or a pixel art creation. I have a whole list of tutorials on my channel. Go see those if you're curious in that. So just increasing your items, increasing your structures. You can also buy just a whole bunch of cheap items like wood. I guess that's not really buying them, but you can chop a whole bunch of wood down, put it through your sawmill so that it'll actually save on your base. But you can buy a whole bunch of cheap axes like the basic hatchet, for instance, or wires or blueprints, or if you have presents on your base, you can buy them from other people as well. These are just a whole bunch of options for increasing your data size. The most obvious one, though, is maxing out your land. So go to this land store here, and if you have enough money, and if you don't, save up money, and max out your base. Mine's max dimensions here, and with that max dimensions plus my shop and, this ice rink here, I'm running at around 3 data size. And this kind of fluctuates between 3 and 4, depending on what I'm building on my base. Like when I make a pixel art tutorial, it might go to 4, for instance. So those are just some options. So if you're trying to make a laggy base, though, you can increase your data size because increasing your data size will make lag, in the server. But if you're just trying to make lag, I'll show you guys how to do that really quickly. So you can utilize your chop saws, or you can utilize some fireworks. The fireworks are found at the fancy furnishing store, and I have some right here. And you can use the strategy of lining them up all in a row as such here, but a lot more than these in a row. The same thing with the chop saws. You can also use this with vehicles as well. You can line them all up in a row, get some wires or a wire, and attach each and every one of them to the same switch. It can be a lever, it can be a button, whatever it may be. And by activating that, in this sawmill's case, or chop saw, I'm sorry, you can just leave it on. But in the case of the the vehicle or the firework, you would just constantly press that button or flick that switch. And in doing so, you can imagine you're having tons of fireworks, tons of vehicles spawn at the same time, and that creates a whole bunch of lag. So if you're just trying to have lag for duplication or whatever it may be, that's how you do it. The data size, though, again, as I was just mentioning, max out your land, the size of your base, and also just maximize the amount of items and structures that you have on your base. And I gave you guys some quick ideas and easy ideas for you to do that. I hope this helps. Try this out for yourself and let me know if you do see results, because you definitely will. Remember that you cannot have more than 30 unfilled blueprints. You're going to have to fill up those blueprints now. So some things have changed since I made those videos back in the day. But I hope this helped. Try it out for yourself. And if it does work, like, comment, subscribe, and leave any comments or questions you may have in the comment section below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Turn on the bell so that you know if I'm whenever I do upload a new video. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in next week's video. Peace out.